no patterns, right? And next thing I'd want to do is QQ norm for the residuals for MM. And the points fit nicely on a vertical line. Well, I'll tell you what, let me not that it really matters, but this will give us our uh, vertical line. Okay. So guys, let's go onward and upward. Let's fit a model. Now, what I want to do now is I want to fit something that's wrong. I want to bring in track, right? Instructional unit. I think we called it. What did we call it? We called it instruction. So I want to fit a second model. So I'm going to call this MM2. So again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in the effect of instruction. So I'm going to use LMER, post-test, predicted by prescaled. I want to treat district as a random variable, as a random effect, I'm sorry. And I want to treat, guys. And I want to treat, keep forgetting what I called it, instruction. All right, cool. All right, guys. Again, what I look at is I look at prescaled, and my t-value is bordering on statistical significance. But the thing I notice here is this is completely wrong. This was done incorrectly, because this is treating as if the instructions were crossed across district. Now, let me do my best to explain that. Within each district, I have 3 different instructions. And I assume because they were in each district that each instruction was taught by teachers within that district. I think that's a reasonable assumption. If, this is a huge if the instruction across the 8 districts were taught by the same 3 teachers, so teacher A taught, I forget what we're doing here. Teacher A taught all of the lecture components across District A, District B, District C, and so forth. Teacher B taught all the online for all the districts. Teacher C taught all of the lecture face-to-face. If they taught that, then this would be the appropriate model. But because we're assuming that the instruction within each district varies as well, we need to modify what we the way that we enter this into R. So again, I forgot how to do this. Our question, I'm stalling here. Our question still remains, but it's adjusted slightly. Is there an association between pretest and post-test score after controlling for the variation in district and tracks within district? That's a different question than is there an association between pretest score and post-test score after controlling for variation in districts and tracks? That would assume that the tracks themselves were spread out over the districts. Kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing even as a as I say this. The thing that we need to understand is this second layer, this instruction, um, is the instruction different in any way different within the districts? And we would reasonably say that they are. So, guys, the way we account for that, you can tell I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember, would be this way. Yeah. So let's create a mixed model 3 and mixed model 3. Okay, so now I typically examine this first, but because obvious reasons, we can see that this now gives us an observation of 480 units. We have our groups instruction across district, which would be 24 for 8 districts. So what do we see here? Well, we see that Prescale as a predictor. Again, the estimate is much smaller than the standard error, so our t-value is will not be statistically significant. So it looks like the random effects again are playing the biggest role in describing the variance of post-test explained by pre-test. All right, let's go over to this plot. It'll be a great time to enter this. Let's test. All right, what do we do here? All right, looks like I have one too many. All right, track not found. I don't know why in the world I keep calling that track. This should be instruction. All right, this is a really cool plot, and let me explain what's going on here. What we're allowing within each district, you can see that there are different colors there, which represent the 3 different tracks instruction, as I seem to be stuck on. But notice that we haven't let any of the slopes vary. These intercepts are all varying. 8 districts. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize where we're going to be headed with this. We're ultimately going to go in and fit our models where we have a random slope and random intercept model, but not yet. That'll be in the next video. All right, gang. So what do we know? Looks like there's a lot of variation that is attributed to differences in district, not so much attributed to instruction over district. All right, guys, that's all I got.